Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. I am very excited for this Sunday live stream right here at Crypto Empire. Thank you to everybody out there in the live audience, and also if you're watching this in the future during the replay, thank you for taking your time out of your Sunday to be here with me for this jam-packed live stream. Big shout out to everybody here. Be sure to smash up that like button. We do have a lot to discuss today, and I don't want to waste any time. So let's get right into it with our crypto market overview and go over the current landscape of things. So taking a look at the crypto market at the current moment in time, we are still trading sideways. Nothing has changed for around the past 1 to 2 weeks. Bitcoin trading below $29,000, and I will be hopping into the chart in just one moment and going over my TA. I really recommend you pay attention diligently when I do that, because it's very important to understand what is happening right now with the price action. But regardless, the overall market cap is $1.2 trillion, and Bitcoin is trading for 28,013 bucks, and we have Ethereum trading for $1,785. Now, altcoins for the most part have not been doing anything, and that is because it is Bitcoin's time to shine. We are seeing Bitcoin dominance continue to rise, sucking liquidity from the rest of the market, and that is why Bitcoin is really the only one performing right now, aside from a select few altcoins that are outliers. Shout out to Jazzy in our live chat saying, "Good morning, legend. Let's get it, Crypto Empire fam." What is happening, Jazzy? It is good to see you. We have Reverend Flashback saying, "Hi, Connor." My brothers and sisters, how are you, Connor? I'm doing very good, Reverend Flashback. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support always. And it's great to see you in the live audience. We got Spacetime Jim saying, hey, waiting for the 30K. What's up, Spacetime Jim? Good to see you. We got KDax07 saying good day from down under, from Australia. Good to see you, KDax. We got Elvis. We got Frankie Legend. We got Prophet Moods. And we got Dave saying, hey, Connor. What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Prophet Mood saying, bless up, Connor. SXP move very closely to BTC. I've been on it all week. We'll take a look at that, Prophet Moods, when I get over to the altcoin section of the live stream. We got Super Shogun saying, morning, Connor, my guy. What's up, Super Shogun? Good to see you. Glasshopper77, what is going on? Saying, have a profitable week, everyone. That's what it's all about, Glasshopper. Adrian Kent, what's going on, Adrian? And we got Prophet Mood saying, bless up, Connor. I value your guidance. I appreciate that. And Super Shogun down under in Australia as well. All right, guys, let's get into the gainers and losers on the day, and then we'll hop into these price charts. So taking a look at the gainers on the day, we got some green here. A lot of lower caps pumping today. Koinos ranked number 809 in market cap, so that's a micro cap pumping today. We got Quenta, which is one of those Optimism protocols, up 35% on the day. Nexa, which is a proof of work smart contract blockchain, up 25% on the day as well. This thing's been performing super well recently, Nexa, proof of work smart contract chain. And SXP up 18% on the day. And other than that, a lot of small caps. We got Wazder up 9%. Good to see Waz putting in some work. And taking a look at the losers on the day, we got losers too, right? 42% down for this one. Decentralized Social. I've seen a bunch of YouTubers pump this one recently, down 21%. Not sure what is going on with Deso. But yeah, I've seen it quite a bit pop up out of nowhere, so you have to kind of question what's going on there. Scallop down 21%, Sama down 19%. A lot of losers today, but everything is a low cap that is up or down, right? All the majors, all the mid caps, just consolidating, going sideways. So let's go over that right now with our Bitcoin technical analysis. So taking a look at BTC here, we're going to start out zoomed out, then we'll work our way down to the lower time frames, just so that it's very clear what I am thinking, what I am seeing. So we'll start zoomed out on a weekly time frame here for Bitcoin. And all is well, really. There's no reason, I mean, if you're worried right now, I'm not sure why you would be worried. I want to show you a 3-month chart, and this 3-month chart, each one of these candles is 1/4 of the year. And we just wrapped up Q1. And you can see the previous 3 months, the first 3 months of 2023, have been explosive. All right. We have broken out of the previous, we fully engulfed the previous 6 months of trading in the bear market with the start of 2023. So the quarterly chart looking very bullish. The 1 month chart also looking very strong. And as you see in the month of March, on March 10th, when we had the banking scare and Silicon Valley Bank had to cease all their operations and everybody thought they were going to lose all of their deposits, of course, they ended up getting bailed out. But when that happened, it caused a ton of fear to come into the market. And if you look at the low in March, it is exactly the 2017 all-time high. Just retested it, boom, trampoline, big bounce, right back up to that 30K resistance level. And speaking about that 30K resistance level, that is such a big level to break for Bitcoin. You see my thumbnail today. When the heck is Bitcoin going to break out? That is the main question right now, because we are right now on the cusp of such a major higher time frame macro trigger once we get above this level up here at 28 to 30K. Let's go to a weekly price chart so I can show you this. So why is $28,000, $29,000, $30,000 so important? Well, in the bull run in 2021, what was the yearly low? What was the low of that bull market year? Well, it just happened to be down here around $28,800, 29K, 30K really, right? This was the low of the bull market. Previous very strong support has now been flipped to current very strong resistance. So for the past 2 weeks, we have been doing nothing but chopping around from 27K up to 29K, right? These previous 2 weeks, this weekly candle is going to close in around 4 hours, 3 hours and 30 minutes. The previous 2 weeks have been nothing but chop and slop. Really, all you could do in this range is scalp, right? Because there's really no directional volatility at all in the market, completely sideways. But we're zoomed out. We'll zoom in a second and get into that local time frame and price action. But I just want you to understand how important 30K is. As the low of 2021 in that bull market year, when this level is flipped, it is going to trigger us to go right to that next level up here, which in my opinion, yes, it starts at around 35K, right? Also, this previous resistance flipped to support here. But the main level I am looking for after 30K is broken is a move right up to 40. All right, 40 is the start of the breakdown when Luna collapsed in the bear market last year, 2022. That was the start of the liquidation cascade. It was the start of the crypto contagion, right? We can see here the breakdown officially started and then the high price was 40K that week. Luna collapsed, Celsius collapsed, 3 Arrows Capital collapsed, Voyager bankrupt, FTX months later, of course, ends up going down. But what started it all was Luna going down, and at the time, Bitcoin was trading at around $40,000. All right, so that's our level, right? Once 30K is broken, next target 40K, and then of course we've talked about this many times here on the channel, especially during our live streams. The yearly open price of 2022 last year, what was it? It was 46K. That's my final target for this rally in 2023. I'm not calling for new all-time highs, but yes, I am for sure calling for $46,000. And once price gets up here, that's when you basically want to, I plan on getting out, right? I plan on waiting for a significant retracement once price does make it up here, all right, into this zone. But as you see, we still have some time. If my analysis does end up playing out, well, we still have a big move on the table from around 45% to another 65% higher for Bitcoin. And what does that mean for altcoins? It means they are going to pump very, very hard. So let's drop this down to the daily time frame. And on the daily here, you can see exactly what I'm talking about by the past 2 weeks being nothing but chop and slop. All right, nothing has happened. 15 days now, trading above $26,500, but unable to break out above 29K. The high price on this chart, $29,190. For me, the main level that I care about the most is going to be 30K. Once 30K is broken and closed above on the daily time frame, that's your trigger. All right, that's your higher time frame trigger that we're going to go and trade higher towards 40K. But that has not happened yet. So we are still susceptible to a pullback here. And everybody who, has been actively watching these charts, who understands TA, who understands price action, has the same idea most likely that there's a pretty good chance that price does pull back from these current levels because we are unable to break above 29K, and this is such a strong weekly and monthly, even quarterly resistance level, and we have now been rejecting off of it for 2 weeks straight. So there is the chance that we just blast right through it. Let's go to a different chart here to show our local levels better. There is a chance that we just blast right through 30K, but the way it looks right now, we're in this choppy range. We can even go as low to the bottom of the range down here to this lower orange zone at around 26,600 bucks, and it would still be bullish, right? As long as we hold this low, I'm not concerned. But for sure, we can go and test the bottom of this range, maybe even deviate below it, reclaim, and then break out. So it's not the time to start going crazy and thinking that Bitcoin's going to blast off to the moon just yet. That time is coming soon, in my opinion, not financial advice, but I do strongly think that we're going to break this level at 28K and march up towards 40 next. But it's not time for that yet. Price unable to break out. Now our main resistance level up here is $28,475, shown by this yellow dotted line. And once we get above that, then we can go ahead and attack 30K. But below that, you have to assume that price wants to go ahead and test these lower levels, and that's exactly what it has been doing today. Obviously, it is a Sunday. Sundays, right? We call them the classic Sunday scam pumps or Sunday scam dumps. Whatever they are, Sundays are notorious for having volatile price action that usually ends up reverting right back to the mean by the end of the day. And we have our daily candle close in 3 hours and 30 minutes. We'll see how the week does close. As it is right now, it's just a doji showing absolute indecision in the market. So that's Bitcoin. And I want to go over some major indices. Let me catch up with this live chat really quick as well. We got CRO8 with us saying good morning from the Gold Coast in Australia. What's up, CRO? We also got Rigoberto Chavez Jr. What's up, Rigo? Smash up that like button. Appreciate you being here. We have Suave Corleone saying, what's up, Empire Gang? I got a gem. It has not launched yet. I'm listening, Suave. What do you got for us? I'll check it out on stream. Ben saying he's looking to short Bitcoin at 30K. I think we will decouple, but we are following financial tech, aka the NASDAQ tech stocks. Yeah, I mean, that's a good plan, Ben. I can't knock that. White Jazz saying afternoon, sir. Good to see you. What's happening, White Jazz? Good to see you. Spacetime Jim saying don't short 30. And Andrea asking if we can check out Rune. Yes, we will look at Rune. We'll look at Rune right now. And then I want to show you some other indices. Now, Rune has been doing nothing. Been doing nothing at all. Strong run up in January. As you see, it peaked out actually. It peaked in January. All right, it peaked right below $2. And a lot of other coins saw another pump in February. Rune was not one of those. All Rune did was go back and test the yearly open. As you see here in this red line, let's go to a daily time frame. So our yearly open down here at $1.27, and you can see Rune had a strong start to the year, just like every other altcoin. Pretty clear bearish divergence here. I mean, super strong. It is nice to see that it broke this RSI line back here in the middle of March. But yeah, Rune, super weak. Now, also, I'll show you on Bitcoin. Remember this picture of this bearish divergence on the daily time frame. Bitcoin is no different, actually, right now. Go to this chart, it's a little bit cleaner. As we see Bitcoin in this major level, this is something to note, all right? You can't ignore something like this. So you have price making higher highs, but you can see the weakening RSI here, which is another reason why it is possible to get a little bit of a dip from here. All right, we're just chopping around. Price is making these higher highs, but the RSI is showing that the trend is getting weaker. And we are at a $28,000 weekly resistance level, multi-year resistance level, really. So something to note there about Bitcoin, and it is possible that it does result in a more significant pullback. But as long as we stay above over here, 26,500, we're in good shape in my opinion. But even still, the March low down here at 19,800, 19,900, as long as we're above that, then there's really no reason to panic, right? As long as we stay above that March low. But we'll see if we even do get back there before we go up to 40. Let's go back to Rune. So Rune, like I said, you had that daily bearish divergence over here at the start of February. All the markets started to decline at the start of March. Rune came back and it tested the yearly open, traded below it, deviated below it, and reclaimed it. Yeah, I mean, this thing's pretty dead at the current moment in time. It's been very boring. You see on the weekly time frame here, weekly looks good, right? No reason to panic just yet at all. There's no reason to panic at all, really. Right, we had this bear market trend line going back to May. Price broke out above that in January. We did actually lose it. We dropped back below it, but we reclaimed it on the bounce. So it's still above the bear market trend line here. And on the weekly time frame, it is just in consolidation, not doing anything, just as it was in late December, or in the entire month of December. From that consolidation, it led to a massive pump up. Percentage-wise, it led to a 52% gain. This thing, I'm very bullish on Thorchain Rune still. I think it's going to perform super well, but yeah, it's pretty dead at the current moment in time. Good prices for the long term if this is a coin that you really like and want to hold for the next bull market. $1.42 is a no-brainer in my opinion. I think it will be trading much higher in the future. Now let's go ahead and take a look. First thing we're going to look at is the dollar. So the dollar on the 4-hour time frame here, take a look and see what's happening. First thing you're going to notice is the double bottom and the trend line. All right, so the dollar is looking like it wants to push up. Where's it going to push up to? First level is going to be 103, and the high of this rally that I see it getting to, as you see, you have a drop-based drop supply zone here, lining up perfectly with our major support resistance flip at 103.8. All right, so if this does actually confirm, if this double bottom trendline breakout confirms, the dollar going to head to 103.8. What does that mean for risk on assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins? It's not good. It's an inverse correlation. It means that we can expect Bitcoin to essentially consolidate longer or pull back, which again, we have that daily bearish divergence on Bitcoin. We're at the 28K resistance level. I am bullish, I'm optimistic, but I see what the charts are telling us, and I would love to see Bitcoin just break all these bearish signals and just break out above 30K. But the way it looks right now, it looks like we could go and test some lower levels first before that actual breakout higher. And the dollar is showing us here that it wants to pump up to 103 to 103.8, which is not going to be good for Bitcoin. So keep that in mind. On the flip side, if this does end up breaking down, that's going to be great. If it ends up losing this lower support down here at 102, then we're in good shape to see a move down lower towards 100. And that's going to be very good for risk on assets if we see the support level actually end up breaking down. But double bottom, this trend line looks ready to snap. Probability speaking, it probably pushes higher before it breaks the support and goes lower. So what does that mean? It means that we can expect Bitcoin to not perform great as the dollar pushes up towards 103. Another one, total market cap. go to the daily time frame here. So all of this is telling us that no new money is coming into crypto. We had some money taken out of the market at the start of March, but it was put right back in. We just got a $4.99 super chat from White Jazz. What's going on, White Jazz? Thank you for that $4.99 super chat. He's saying, what do you think of the explosive PA of Caspa? Seems inorganic. And can you name 3 to 4 Cosmos airdrop projects you're most looking forward to this year? So in regards to the Cosmos airdrop projects, no, I can't name them because I really have not been paying much attention to the Cosmos ecosystem right now. And I'm not sure about all the new projects launching right now. I need to look into that before I can rattle them off at the top of my head. But in terms of Caspa, so it does seem inorganic to me as well. Nexa is Caspa's closest competitor in the market cap. It's also pumping right now. Caspa, it always seemed sketchy to me. Ever since I heard about it in the bear market, right? Everybody just hyping it up on Twitter. It's the next best thing after Bitcoin. It always seemed sketchy to me, so I never really took it seriously. It's a proof of work cryptocurrency which uses the Ghost Stag protocol, and essentially you can run smart contracts on this. Right? They use some fancy words. The Nakamoto consensus allows for secure operations while maintaining very high block rates. I don't trust it. I don't know. And I've never really seen anybody serious talk about it either. I only see kind of random people just promoting it. That makes you question how legitimate the promotion actually is. Now, in terms of this price action, right, this thing now has a market cap of $700 million. So in order for it to be inorganic, it takes a lot of money. It takes a lot of money to pump something that has a $700 million market cap. And everything is in supply already. So I'm not really sure. It could actually be organic buying. It could be people thinking that it's the next best thing and just FOMOing into it. Would I buy it with a chart like this? No. Not now, right? It does not seem logical to buy an asset that's up this massive. I want to see from the start of the year. See the yearly open. So the yearly open was at 0.005. Now it's almost 4 cents. Right, around a 7x, 7.5x from the start of the year. I don't trust it. Never really have trusted it. And you do have some 4-hour bearish divergence. Just want to see how these fib levels line up. Yeah, I mean, $700 million. It's a big market cap. When you get up to that rate, it's hard to artificially pump something. So it could all be organic, but I am not necessarily interested in Caspa personally. I have some other picks that I'm holding. But yeah, I never trusted this coin. Let's see. Ahmad is saying FET AI is on Cosmos. Yes, I'm aware of that. You can go check out my previous videos on FET. I'll show you how to stake it in the Kepler wallet. Hamster Camp says, hi Connor, just saw you were streaming. Have been looking into some of the airdrop tutorials you've posted recently. Many thanks for all of your work. I'm excited to see if it does pay off. No problem, Hamster Cam. Yeah, I mean, the Arbitrum one certainly paid off. Let's talk about that for a second. So I'm going to show a tweet. Tweet has some curse words, so apologize. This is a PG show, but here we go. So Coin Mamba today is saying, good job, Arbitrum team. You couldn't wait and had to F up right from the beginning. Why these crypto devs are so greedy all of the time. If If you guys have not heard what happened with Arbitrum, just a few weeks after the airdrop went live, what happened was the Arbitrum team put out a governance proposal, and they proposed to use, I believe it was 750 million Arbitrum coins, which is $750 million, right? Because the price of it is $1.15. They wanted to use these coins that were locked. They wanted to unlock them to pay for operational costs, which basically means, pay the team, basically. The team wanted to get paid. And the governance vote was a strong no from the community. All the Arbitrum token holders voted, and the majority ruled that it was a no. They cannot take out that $750 million in Arbitrum coins and use it for operational costs and other expenses. However, the Arbitrum team had a totally different idea, and even after the community voted no, they still took, I think it was like 60 million bucks out, like 5% of what they asked for. They already started taking the money out. So the only point of Arbitrum, the only point of the token is to vote on governance. Okay? That's a problem. It's a problem when you put out a governance vote and the result comes back as a no, but the team just does it anyway. It goes to show you that it's actually just basically a gigantic scam, this token. There's no point. There's no point to it if the governance votes don't mean anything. The only point of this token is to vote on governance proposals. And we just had a vote that came back as a no, but the team decided it was going to be a yes anyway. So as a result, it's down 10% on the day, which isn't that much actually. However, if we look at this chart, it's been nothing but selling, and we are now getting into the bottom demand level that formed over here back at the end of March. So definitely a really horrible look for Arbitrum. I believe they did put out a response. Let's check out their Twitter account. So yeah, the proposal was called AIP1. Decentralized governance is working as intended. We are all one community, and fierce public discourse will yield the best outcomes. So to address two key questions that are asked, the foundation did not sell 50 million ARB tokens, and the rationale behind an initial allocation of 750 million Arbitrum tokens was covered in significant detail in the forum post above. Regarding the on-chain transfer of the $50 million in Arbitrum tokens, 40 million tokens have been allocated as a loan to a sophisticated actor in the financial market space. The remaining $10 million has been converted to fiat and dedicated towards operational costs, aka the team wanted to get paid. Now, yeah, I mean, this is a problem for sure, but it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's super sketchy, but there's no point of the Arbitrum token if they're going to disregard the governance. So I don't know how this is going to shape up in the future, but when the bull market does come around, the garbage tokens that have no value tend to pump very hard, and Arbitrum now falls in that category. And on top of that, if you look at DeFi Llama and you look at all the blockchains here in terms of total value locked, Arbitrum is number 4 with $2.19 billion inside of the network. So it's the 4th biggest DeFi network in cryptocurrency. And yeah, this is sketchy, but I don't think it's going to completely destroy them. They probably will recover. People will forget about this in a few months' time. Is it right what they did? No, absolutely not. But unfortunately, we live in a world where right and wrong no longer makes sense. All right, everything is backwards. Clown world is the best way to put it. And yeah, Arbitrum now today is joining in the clown world, acting like clowns, completely disregarding the governance vote. Anyways, for this chart, you want to see if this demand zone holds. If you go to the daily here, right, 12-hour would be better. On the 12-hour, you clearly see the drop, base, rally, demand zone here. So we want to see if this does hold and produce a bounce. But if it gets lost, expect the price of Arbitrum to trade below $1. And I don't know how long it will stay down there. Could present some good buying opportunities. But the way it looks right now with everything, I could see it breaking this low and getting below $1. But yeah, what do you guys think about Arbitrum here? Let me know in the live chat. We got Woody saying, great to see Connor on this Sunday in full action. What's going on, Woody? Good to see you as well. Sunnyside says, hey, bud, sorry I'm late. Serious drama going on here in Vegas. Anyway, hit the like button, everyone. Connor needs to get paid for all his hard work somehow. I appreciate that, Sunnysides. Thank you. Everyone who dropped a comment, smash the like button. I appreciate you, Sunnysides. Thank you, sir. We got Make Money with Harry with us today as well. What's going on, Make Money with Harry? Always a pleasure to have you in the live chat. Nanook says, hey, Connor, good to see you. Little late to the party. How are you? I'm doing well, Nanook. Thank you for asking. Still have to thank you for your Arbitrum vids. Got 2 wallets eligible. Woohoo. Awesome, Nanook. Yeah, I mean, you got paid then. Good to hear that. Happy for you, man. He says, question on airdrops. Would you be eligible if you use 2 accounts within the same MetaMask, or do you need 2 separate wallets? No, you can use the same MetaMask because they're different addresses on the blockchain. That's all you need, all right? So you can use the same device, but make sure they're different wallet addresses, obviously. Ahmad saying, Connor, do you think the recent AI FUD is holding back Fed AI? Can you look into it? For sure, we'll look at Fed. Jazzy says, I know nothing is for sure, but which of these 3 coins, in your opinion, guarantee at least a 10x? Glimmer, WASDR, or INJ? So, out of those 3 you listed, Jazzy, what do I hold the most of? It is significantly in WASDR. So, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I hold more WAS than Glimmer and Injectives. Look, I got WASDR. I'm banking on it going to $1. Even if it goes to 50 cents, I'll still make out like an absolute bandit. And we will look into, we'll look into Fed in a second. But yeah, WASDR, I'm packed up. So, and a 10x, it only needs to go to like 20. For my entry, it needs to go to like 20 cents, 19 cents. So, yeah, I'm fully packed with WASDR personally, and I see it 10xing. We'll see what happens though. We got Wild West saying, thanks for breaking that down so perfectly. Kept hearing about it on Twitter, but didn't know research. No problem, West. Shout out to the Iced Out Bulls, Ice Gang. Good to see an Iced Out member in here. Still holding the Iced Out Bull. Although I haven't been very active in the community, I apologize about that, but I will be back. Let's go take a look at Fed AI. So you got a 45-cent average here, which can definitely be frustrating. But I think in the long term, you'll be perfectly fine. So let's see, from current price, yeah, I mean, you're down 23%. Definitely stings, but welcome to crypto. All right, it's gonna happen. Now, in terms of this chart, much similar to Bitcoin, right? We don't want to lose the March low. The March low on Fed is going to be 29 cents, 29 and a half. As long as we're above that, there's no real reason to panic. And in terms of the recent AI FUD, I'm not 100% sure what the AI FUD is right now. But regardless, Fed AI, if we look at this monthly chart, right, we'll go ahead and put a line at the March low. And that low is exactly 29.56. So, also looking at this monthly chart again. So the monthly candle for April already red. For March, it also closed red after a major 3-month tear up. December, February, January, straight up. Yeah, I mean, look at this chart. Let's clear this out so everybody can see it. Look at this chart, guys. All right. December was when ChatGPT started to take off. That's when all of the AI coins woke up. They were the first ones to move out of everything. They moved even before Bitcoin did, which was rare, but it was like a real world fundamental catalyst to spark these AI coins into a bull market. And they started moving before Bitcoin based purely off of speculation, mainly because of ChatGPT. So for 3 months, this thing pumped 6.2 cents up to 61 cents. It went 10x in 3 months. You can expect a pullback after a move like that. Now on the weekly, warning, the chart is going to get dirty again right now. There you go. So on this weekly time frame, golden pocket is down here at 25 cents. I would set a ton of bids at 25 cents on FET. It makes perfect sense to me. Looking at the chart, weekly level is there, also lines up with the golden pocket. It is possible FET does come down to 25 cents here. That's the level that I would want to buy more of this at currently. It's holding the 50% retracement nicely. But yeah, that would obviously be a dip below the March low, and you would treat it as that. You would treat it as a deviation. All right, if it comes beneath the March low, 25 to 27 cents, you want to see it quickly reclaim and then start to march up higher. But everything below 29 cents, treat it as a deviation and treat it as a buying opportunity. Now, if you look at the Bitcoin pair, Bitcoin dominance is on an absolute tear right now. So it's no surprise to see the FET pair showing a ton of weakness. Again, this is a weekly chart. This thing peaked out first week of February, and Bitcoin has just been sucking all the liquidity out of it. Almost every single altcoin chart you look at right now is going to look like this. Right? FET is no different. FET is no outlier right now. It is in a demand zone right now. So we'll see if that level holds. But regardless, you can't expect it to have its next leg up higher with it just underperforming Bitcoin so much. Right? Bitcoin heavily outperforming this thing. So you can't expect FET to have its next leg up. And if Bitcoin keeps on outperforming, you see FET AI continue to show weakness versus Bitcoin, that's going to lead to a further sell-off in the dollar pair. And again, your level to look out for, 25 cents. Treat that March low if it dips beneath as a deviation. That's your buying opportunity for FET. And we'll do this in case anybody needs further visuals on what that would look like. Something like this, right? You come beneath that March low. It's tough. I mean, you have to do this spot. And FET is one of those coins where I can't give financial advice. I don't give financial advice. But FET is one of those coins that it's good to hold. It's good to hold for the long term. It's one of the better AI projects out there, as you guys should know at this point. Been talking about it for years on this channel. But yeah, look for at around 25 cents if we get there. Let's see. Andrea says, are you in mute? I am not holding, I'm holding like a few coins because I bought it on the ZK Sync mainnet to provide liquidity, but no, I am not, I'm not holding mute expecting it to go up. I'm not holding any of this, but yeah, it's definitely a very promising project on ZK Sync. Joel Barger saying, Connor is captaining the ship. Thank you, bro. No problem, Joel. It is good to see you here today. So Harry says, do you reckon the AI FUD could be related to Elon and calling for a pause on AI? Got it. So that's what it is. CRO, we'll look at Magic in a minute. Ahmad says, FUD is in regard to a letter about regulation of AI and its danger if used wrong. And we just got a $4.99 super chat again from White Jazz. Thank you, White Jazz, saying, how important is daily volume and availability, all exchanges for a coin, when predicting performance in a bull market? INJ is a great example. So volume is a great forward-looking indicator, in my opinion. Volume tells you if a coin is legitimately, has interest, the traded volume. You can see here, and you want to compare it to the current market cap too. So the 24-hour trading volume for INJ is $57 million, and the market cap is $409 million. That's a pretty good ratio right there, all right? 57 mil compared to a $409 million market cap. It's a good indicator. Now, in terms of predicting performance in a bull market, there's too many factors to consider other than volume, right? I would go mainly off of the fundamentals and what the project actually is to determine its performance in a bull market. Coins, the low caps are going to have low volume right now. All right, they will have some volume, but the low caps are not going to necessarily have high volume like INJ. INJ is a mid cap, or even can be a high cap at 409 mil. But the low caps just wake up out of nowhere, and volume doesn't really apply to that case. But on mid caps and high caps, yeah, for sure, you want to see a decent amount of volume compared to the market cap. It's not the end all be all, but it's simply a healthy ratio to look for. And you want to see something like that, especially if you're holding the coin like INJ. Anyway, let's talk about AI again. So there has been a letter in regards to regulation of AI and its danger if used wrongly. Elon Musk and company are trying to stop AI independently created. So that's interesting. It's tough. It's a tough conundrum of a decision, of a debate, right? On one side, you want to advance the technology and make it easier to use and allow it to improve our lives. But on the other hand, we understand that with great power comes great responsibility. And if AI gets too powerful and you can't control it anymore, it could end up like a Will Smith movie where the robots just end up taking over. And that's what Elon, I'm assuming, is concerned about. So yeah, I mean, that's definitely a conundrum. Now, what does that mean for crypto projects related to AI? It's just the market the market will react irrationally like it always does, all right? The market, crypto is so irrational, right? It's like a teenager. Just goes on tantrums, right? If one little thing happens, people will just start panic selling like crazy. If one little good piece of news comes out, people will start panic buying like crazy. So in the short term, that FUD may have an impact and lower the prices on AI projects, but over the long term, I think it will blow over just like everything else. And also, speaking about Optimus, so this is the parody, but Tesla has an actual Twitter account. See if we can find it here. There we go, Tesla Optimus. So this is an actual Tesla company account, and this is Elon's project, obviously. Tesla Optimus, a general-purpose bipedal humanoid robot capable of performing tasks that are unsafe, repetitive, or boring. So Elon is obviously in the AI game here, and Elon's making his own AI robot called Optimus, and there is a crypto meme coin created after it that has a market cap of $35 million. And if we go to this daily chart for Optimus, this could be a very good one, right? Floki, If you guys remember Floki, we made some good money with that at the end of 2021 here on the channel. That, of course, was Elon's dog. But the best performing meme coins are the ones that are backed by Elon. And this is one now, Optimus, at $35 million. If it pulls a Floki, it still has another 20x or so in it. But from the start of the year, from the start of February, it's already up, 50x. So it's tough to buy somebody's 50x. But the thing is, this consolidation can easily lead to another leg up higher. And by the time a bull market rolls around, right now we're still in the depths of the bear market, really. Like I showed you with the total chart, going back to this total too, on this weekly time frame, you can see how no new money, we'll go to the daily time frame, no new money is coming into this market. All right, this is still not a bull market yet. In a bull market, you see new money come in and you see this altcoin market cap chart pump up higher. But right now we got none of that. Right now it's just a player versus player market environment, and you're going up against sophisticated traders that know what they're doing. There's no dumb money in this market, but that will change, and the dumb money is what puts the meme coins to the billion-dollar market caps. And in order to beat those people, beat the people that are late, you need to enter early. And right now, yeah, certainly it is pretty early. I think that Optimus has the potential, being that it is so highly related to Elon Musk and to Tesla, has a strong potential to reach that $1 billion market cap. So this would just be something that you just buy and hold and wait if you want to go that route. Simply just sharing with you what it is and what I think about it. And we got CR08 saying, Connor, thoughts on buying more Magic at the moment? So everything that's happening with Arbitrum, I'm going to assume that Magic is not doing too hot. It's all right. Right on the day. Sitting right in the golden pocket right now. It's not a horrible price to buy if you want to be patient. Look, if Bitcoin ends up getting rejected here and the dollar pumps up like we talked about, then this thing's going to come down to the 78.6 and maybe the 88.6. Those levels, $1.21, $1.10. So up to you if you want to come in right now in the golden pocket. Let me see this chart. Let me go on a 12-hour here. So you have this red bar in the 6-hour. Go and isolate that. You break down through it. You come retest, reject. Come retest again, reject. Yeah, I mean, it also broke the 6-hour trend line. Now it's okay, but strong chance it goes to 125 to 120 from here, especially if we see a nice little Bitcoin pullback to like 27K. So maybe wait a little bit longer for Magic. We got Ladger Doodle saying, what's up, Ladger Doodles? Good afternoon, Empire. Connor, can you look at Cypherium CPH? Yes, we certainly can look at this. So Cypherium, nice pump. Good to see that finally. So this coin is apparently, allegedly, going to be used for the FedNow, Federal Reserve CBDC payment network that is being developed right now. Cypherium is not a new coin. It's been around from around 2019. And a lot of talk that it's partnered up with the Federal Reserve to be used. And one thing to note, a major FUD campaign started at the end of March, which is why you saw this thing pump up to 10 cents basically. But after that, it's been down only. All right, it dropped 75% in a few days. In 2 weeks, it dropped 75% to current price 62% from that high. So the founder of Cypherium is this guy Sky Gao Cypherium. And this Twitter thread, I'll link this in our live chat if you guys want to read his response about the FUD. But there are arguments for both sides. Now, unfortunately, myself, I played this horribly. I bought it. My entry was the high sevens, right? My entry was up here, like 7.8, 7.9 cents. So, yeah, I got hit hard here. I got hit hard on Cypherium, down 53% from my entry. And, you know, we're reacting nicely from these lower levels, but that's after a 75% sell-off, so it better bounce after a 75% sell-off. In terms of the FUD, there are arguments to be made for both sides. My plan with this is really just to wait for this to pump back up to around 7 to 8 cents, and I'm just going to sell it, and I'm going to go into a coin that didn't do me dirty like this and that I have a lot of conviction in, a lot of high conviction in, right? Something like WAS, for example. I'll rotate into that. But yeah, Cypherium got wrecked. I got destroyed on this one. Horrible entry on my part. Who would have known that I was going to enter the day before a major FUD attack was going to start? But that's just part of the game here in crypto. What can we expect, right? Always something happening in this market, and sometimes you're on the wrong end of the stick. But yeah, this dude did me dirty. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of sketchy. I don't know. The problem was they had articles dating back for years talking about their connections to the Fed. So when I was doing my research, it all seemed to check out. But then the next day, a lot of stuff came out. So kind of sketchy there. Ahmad says, I feel like Fed AI is worth more than what it's at 25 cents. Yeah, I mean, as a value investor, you want to buy things when they're undervalued. So that was the point of, you know, saying if Fed gets to 25 cents, it's a very good buy, was the point I was trying to make. And yeah, this is one of the best AI projects in the crypto market, so should be worth more in the future, but you want to catch it at a discount. And a discount would be beneath the March low, beneath 29 cents. Nanook says, Senate making a big bull flag since February, still bullish on the project. Yes. Sidus and Senate, still bullish on both of those. WAS is looking really good here. We'll see if it breaks these highs. Yeah, me and my Discord group, every time the price went below 2 cents, I would let everybody know, fill the bags. So we're all packed and loaded on WAS. And we're ready for it to do what it needs to do. We'll see what happens. But let's take a look at Senate. Senate has been underperforming Sidus. This thing's back at 5 cents. This is a very good price in my opinion. As you see, I don't recall when I put this green line in with the price label at 4.5 cents, but we came pretty close to it. But it's important to understand what the all-time high of this project is. The all-time high of this token, I should say. And it's $5. All-time high, $5.85. Current price, $5 or 5.6 cents. So you do have a 100x gain on the table if it does want to go back and test that all-time high. Of course, that all-time high was created during a major speculative bubble after Facebook changed their name to Meta, and it was all the metaverse hype. And yeah, this chart, nice healthy pullback. Let's reverse this. And The 78.6 lines up perfectly with that level. So yeah, still bullish on Senate. It's at a good buy level, as you see with my purple outline too. Now, that's the governance token. The actual in-game currency, the play-to-earn currency, is Sidus. Now, Sidus, same thing, right? I had the same kind of level drawn for a buy level at 0.0017, and you can see the price is using that level as support now. Okay, so still holding both of these. Pretty much like at my entry right now. I did get a 2x on this, right? Because I bought it over here, pumped. Now it's right back to where it was. But again, if you look on this weekly chart, the reason I really like this was, first of all, it looks bottomed out to me, right? If you zoom out and look at this chart, it looks zoomed out, or it looks bottomed out to me. And then you had this support level over here, right? Price broke beneath it. Then I bought it here in the initial reclaim breakout. Now it's just retesting that breakout. So to me, everything looks good with Sidus on the higher time frames. Senate is relatively similar on this weekly chart. All right, again, what do you have? You have this kind of main bear market support at 5.3 cents. You see a bounce from there, you come back, then you break down beneath it, okay? And then you pump and you reclaim that bear market support level just here, bottom of the purple. Now we're coming back to retest it. So again, it's just retesting a breakout. You call it a bull flag on the higher time frames like the weekly. It looks like a descending wedge. Regardless, both are bullish market structures. And yeah, I like both of these. Senate, sign it, WAS. Looks good. Ben says, when do you think Bitcoin will decouple? It's a good question. In terms of a time, a date, I can't really say. I'm not sure. Of course, I'd like for it to happen. It could happen this year with everything that is happening with the global reserve currency. But all I know is that Bitcoin is the only thing to me. Of course, there's other cryptos that also make sense, but Bitcoin is the only thing to me that makes sense, and Bitcoin is not going anywhere, and it's only going to get stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. And I mean, yeah, we have the opportunity to buy Satoshis for like dirt cheap right now. Yes, Bitcoin is $28,000 per coin, but 1 million sats only cost $280, all right? I think it's going to have a lot more value in the future. So I don't know when it's going to decouple from traditional finance, but all I know is that it's not going anywhere and it's going to continue to get stronger and stronger and stronger up until a point where you can't stop it anymore. And all of those Satoshis, all those Bitcoins in circulation will hold their value in the future. So better be safe than sorry. Stack some of that and put it away in a safe place, and also consider going into some other proof of work cryptos. I like Litecoin a lot for that reason. I think Litecoin will also have a ton of value in the future, and I'm excited to see that play out and happen. We got Randy with us today. What's happening, Randy? Shane Saunders says, Brian Armstrong has argued against Elon. Brian Armstrong is the CEO of Coinbase. Yeah, he's entitled to his opinion. Elon's going to debate him. Healthy discourse is all. We got Gene Harris saying, what's up from the last piece of freedom in the world, Florida? I mean, I think you mean last piece of freedom in the U.S. I think some other parts of the world have some more freedom nowadays. Coincidentally enough, right? The land of the free and the home of the brave is now turned into a meme. Let's see. Dat NGO saying, can you please talk about OP Optimism? Let's go take a look at OP. So OP, again, just like Arbitrum, it's a governance token. Pretty useless, really, but that doesn't mean it won't do well. Now again, you want to see this price hold the March low over here. Whoops, I messed that up. I don't want to touch that. And that lines up well with the weekly open on January 15th. All right, so we want to see the Optimism price hold above $1.75. If we lose 175, X marks the spot. We're coming back to this red zone. As you see, this is a big breakout level that happened during the bear market at around below 150, just beneath 150. This was a range high, and once we broke out of that, we never really retested it. All right, so if we lose this March low at 178, we're coming to 140. And from there, you want to look for signs of a bottom out. You want to look for signs of a reversal, and you want to be able to trade it back up to $3 and beyond. Because yeah, I see this thing breaking out past 329 and trading higher towards $5 to $10. But the way it looks right now, also versus Bitcoin, right? Really weak versus Bitcoin. Kind of looks like it wants to put it another leg down and maybe come and test the yearly open over here. So if it doesn't perform well versus Bitcoin, it's going to struggle to pump in dollars. At the minimum, I would expect this low to get tested at 185 or 177. So if you're wanting to know when to like buy it, you can wait, in my opinion. Let's see. Sniff says, are you aware of these offshore crypto debit cards like Infinity Club cards and Ultimo? So, not the offshore debit cards, but I am familiar with some services that allow you to basically, live off of crypto. And yeah, they're cool. So, not aware of those. I need to look into those, Sniff. Thank you for commenting about that. But I have some other resources where I can convert my crypto into stuff and use it in the real world, which is cool. Sniff says there's no reporting to the... Yeah, I understand that, Sniff. Harmony says, is there any airdrop still left that is not too late to sign up for ZK? Yeah, ZK Sync. Use the mainnet for ZK Sync. My tutorial shows you how to use the testnet, but the mainnet is live now. It was not live at the time I made my tutorial, but use the mainnet, all the same applications. And then layer 0, SUI as well. Maybe there's still some time for SUI. I was going to make that video this week, but every time I went to make it, the testnet faucet was not working or giving out any tokens, so I couldn't make that video. Because I actually like to show how to do things, right? I'm not one of these clowns that comes up on camera and says, oh, just do this, 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 and this, and then you'll get it. Right? I like to actually show how to do it. I take the extra time to really actually explain and just show you how to do it actually. So I believe that's a corner a lot of people like to cut. But the way I was raised, the way I grew up, right? I was raised to not cut corners. So that's why I go ahead and make my videos the way that I do. I try to leave all the details in there. But I'll make that video soon. But yeah, you still got some airdrops to go and farm. And also Starknet, it shouldn't be too late for that too if you haven't started that one. We got Bob Hawk saying, great show. Thanks, no problem, Bob. Dre says, what do you hold more of, Senate or Sidus? So I originally had more Senate, but Sidus started to outperform. So the ratio kind of flipped to where I was holding more Sidus in dollar value. Sniff says he got scammed by this pre-sale called Freedom DeFi. I've never heard of that one. Make Money with Harry says, always appreciate your realness and honesty, Connor. Thank you. No problem, Harry. I always appreciate your support. Shane says, isn't any government coin going to cop a heap of FUD? Yeah, I mean, look at XRP, right? A lot of the drama with Cypherium was also over the fact that the SEC could sue them. So, I mean, it's just panic, a lot of panic out there. But yeah, you're not wrong, Shane. Prophet Mood says, hello, Connor. Check out SXP. Wow. Looks like this thing drank a Red Bull, huh? Swipe, coming back from the dead. Swipe is one of those coins that, I mean, I've known about it forever. Right? This thing goes way, 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 way back. What was that guy's name? Joselito or whatever, the old founder. But he's no longer working with the project. This coin goes way back. Strong weekly. Look at this weekly candle here. So somebody asked me earlier, how does volume work with, predicting a bull market performance, right? The trading volume of this thing, I have to assume, you can look at it down here in the bottom with the volume bars, but you have to assume it was pretty low, and now it's starting to pick up, right? So you couldn't really have foreseen a pump like this. You just had to have had belief and conviction in the asset down here below 30 cents and, just want to accumulate. And the previous low on the chart from 2020 was at 57 cents. So everything beneath that was fair game, very low risk beneath that low. Breakout above now. Yeah, strong chart. This is a weekly breakout. This is the start, right? With a weekly candle close like this, you expect follow through, and the first level you're looking for is around 150, really 130 to 150 on SXP. Sniff saying my DGen is similar. I bought it at 14 cents, hoping it goes to the moon. Again, I don't think this is, no, it's, okay, here we go. So it's 2 cents above your entry price, Sniff, so. We got Sniff with a $5 super chat saying, appreciate the Arbitrum tutorial. You're welcome, Sniff. I appreciate your support with the super chat. I hope you made some money with that airdrop. And looks like you did, so I appreciate that super chat. Larger Doodle, what do you think about ARK? Think casino tokens may be big. Yeah, casino tokens right now so talking about crypto drama, Rollbit, this casino on Solana, is not doing so great right now. What's it called? RLBT or something? RLB. I can't even see it in Trading View. RLB Rollbit getting destroyed right now. Let's see. You can see the sell-off from 6 cents, went as low as 1.6, now at 1.7 cents. So a big sell-off, but still up huge from the start of the year. Casino coins, yeah, they should be big because they're going to allow everybody who holds and stakes the coins to get a piece of the casino, to be the house. So they have potential, and there's no doubt about that. And Arcadium, $7 million market cap. Yeah, the chart looks like it's at a good level here. $0.60. If you can get this below 50 cents, that's the meta. That's what you would really want. 46 cents to 50 cents. That would be ideal. But yeah, I also think casino coins will do well. People love to gamble. That's just how it is. Sniff says, Namek is supposed to bring native Bitcoin to DEXs built on Cosmos. Jazzy, smash that like button. Yeah, for real. Smash up that like button, guys. Over 60 viewers, only 48 likes. Smash it up. I really appreciate your support. Shane says, I think CRO will do 1000x with all the exchange FUD and a bull run return it did last time. Yeah, CRO, it survived. A lot of exchanges went down. CRO stood strong, so that's a good sign right there. We'll see. We'll see how it does. But yeah, I mean, I got nothing bad to say about CRO. Do I hold a ton of it expecting 1000x? No, I personally don't. But it could be. I have some associates that love CRO. It's like their favorite coin. That's all they talk about. So you're not alone in that boat, Shane. Which order do you anticipate the upcoming airdrops, or which ones to farm first before the ones you mentioned? Look, ZK Sync, Starknet, a top two that I've been paying the most attention to. Layer 0 now as well. Should be pretty good. Sui. And those are like the main ones. There's some smaller ones like Scroll. And then what's this one called? We got Taikao, this one here. So this is a ZK roll-up layer 2, just like ZK Sync and Scroll. The CEO, the former CEO of Loopring, made Taikao here, Taiko, however you say it. They're well-funded, possible airdrop, but it's only on the Sommler or the Sepolia test network on Ethereum. But yeah, there's a lot out there. Main ones though, ZK Sync, Starknet, Layer 0. Paul Birdie says he'll be a Patreon next payday. I appreciate that, Paul. I'm not going anywhere, so whenever you're ready, my friend. Stride. So, in terms of the tokenomics, the market cap is very close to the fully diluted, which is a very good sign. Talking about volume, this is 90K of traded volume in the past 24 hours. So, barely any volume. That can change in an instant. Yeah, I mean, 90 million, 100 million max, relatively low amount. Most of it is in circulation. 83% of it is in circulation. I'm not sure what the details are. If they're going to release that other 16.5 million into circulation. But everything is in circulation right now, so you don't have to worry about pre-sale dumping and the likes, which is really the main concern, right? You just want to make sure a project has fair tokenomics, that you're not going to get the short end of the stick and buy something that early investors are holding the majority of. Something like XRP, for example, right? The team was selling XRP for like a decade straight, just selling it to retail, and they just kept on buying it. Talking about that, before we end this show, we've been going for over an hour. I do need to get to the gym today before it closes, so I can't stay forever, unfortunately. But XRP over here, right? This pump, this is the last thing we're going to cover today. This pump was a result of the speculation that the lawsuit was going to end on March 31st. Right, you got all the shillers on Twitter, all the XRP army saying it's over, we won it, we did it, price starts to pump. What happens on March 31st, last Friday? Nothing happens. No surprise, it should not surprise anybody. Now what you have is price testing this lower trend line, looking like it wants to break down, all right? Look, I'm not going to knock the 50% gain, right? But the problem is, a lot of people got suckered into buying it up here, right? Because on Friday, oh, we're going to win the lawsuit, guys. It's finally over. Nothing happens like usual with XRP. So everybody who got suckered into buying up high is going to get punished now. All right, we broke this trend line. We're back testing it. Could that change? Yes, but the way that this chart looks, it looks like it wants to punish the retail that was late to buying. So I would not be surprised to see it pull back to around 48 to 45 cents in this zone here. But regardless, my thoughts on XRP have not changed. Yes, I will trade it, but I'm not holding it thinking that it is going to be the token of the quantum financial system. I have not been drinking that Kool-Aid personally. I'm not into that. Amsterdam says, when you say smaller airdrops, what do you mean? So something like ZK Sync, they got $450 million of VC funding. So they're expected to do a massive airdrop. I believe Arbitrum got like $100 million, which is a nice amount. Might have been more, I'm not sure. But something like Scroll. Scroll here. Right, Scroll is on the testnet on Uniswap. Right, Scroll.io. This got $80 million compared to ZK Sync, which got $450 million. So you can expect it to not essentially be as lucrative as an airdrop based off of the funding from VCs. That's what I meant by that. Let's see, Sniff. I was thinking of a prepaid card. It's a good idea, Sniff. You're welcome says, what's up, brother? Still sounds sick. Hope you're feeling better. Ever check out Wilder World? Yeah, I still have not fully recovered. Appreciate you saying that. Yes, I have checked out Wilder World. Recently, though, just like most AI coins, it is not doing anything. But yeah, it's a solid one. It's a solid, did I say AI? I meant metaverse. Like most metaverse coins, it's not doing anything. But that will change once the metaverse wakes back up. But Wilder World is a solid one. Bob Hawk says, CRO fam is strong. It is. It is strong. Let's see. Could you take a look at GPT? Curious to hold or bail. Holding a spot position to get one of those crypto GPT native NFT capsules. Do you have an opinion on the capsules? Yeah, so the capsules are going to be used for the AI to earn thing for GPT. So if you want to stick around for the project and wait for those to come out, then the capsules are going to be useful. But if not, then you can certainly sell. So for reference, everybody, for GPT, our entry was below 5 cents. Okay, so we were buying down here. We got a 3x. Right now we've retraced back to around 8 cents. So we're still up pretty nicely. We're still up 60%. So yeah, if you want to free up some capital and you want to move on to a different coin, you're up 60%. Nobody ever went broke taking profits, right? So if you don't believe in the project and you want to get out, get out. I think that when AI catches a bid again, this one can really perform well. It's primed up to do so. So that's my thoughts on it overall. And the capsules, like I said, if you want to, stick around and see the project develop, then you're going to need those capsules. So up to you if you want to stick around or not. But yeah, I mean, we're up 60% from entry, so certainly you can go ahead and move on from it. All right, guys, we are going to go ahead and wrap it up right now, though. So I appreciate everybody being here, and I look forward to another upcoming week. We got the first week of April coming up now, and like we talked about for Bitcoin here, we're right on the cusp of a major higher time frame breakout. Once we go ahead and clear 29 and 30K, next targets above that, we're looking at 40, where that Luna liquidation cascade actually did start back in May of 2022. All right, we're approaching almost 1 full year from that date. It's time. All right, the bear market does not last forever. Like I showed you, we still don't have new money coming into the system yet. It is Bitcoin's time to shine, but that will change in the future, right? We will get a rotation into alts, but for sure Bitcoin is going to outperform right now. Don't expect your altcoins to do anything crazy until we see Bitcoin dominance realistically hit 50% and start to drop from there. You see Bitcoin dominance over here on the weekly time frame. It has been trading in this range going back to 2021. Right, first got down here in around May of 2021. So this is almost two full years almost 2 full years, Bitcoin dominance has been below 48%. It's about to break out and get back to 50. That means Bitcoin is strong. It's going to outperform Ethereum. It's going to outperform all of the other altcoins. But at the same time, on the smaller time frames, this upcoming week, it is very possible that we come down here and test these lows at $26,500. As long as we hold above that, really no reason to panic. But you can certainly expect some more chopping in this range before the clean breakout does take place. But I hope that you guys did enjoy today's live stream. I certainly enjoyed presenting it all to you and sharing my thoughts and opinions on the market. I appreciate all of your support for being here every single Sunday. This is why I do it. I do it for you guys. And yeah, we're going to keep on going strong. So with that being said, I hope everybody has an amazing end to their week. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We got another week coming up right around the corner, right around the bend. And I'm looking forward to it. Excited to see how the market does play out. That's all I got for today, everybody. Have an amazing rest of your day. Connor from Crypto Empire signing out. I will see you in the next video.